In March 2012, the port town of Mombasa in Kenya honoured the late Yusuf Karim by naming a road after him.
First time, you met this guy he's fit, pretty dark-skinned, very good pair of legs, stocky legs, and he could run forever.
When he was just 17, Yusuf Karim won the men's singles title of the Mombasa Residents Tournament.
This is the first tennis racket that he purchased from Dhatu auction for 5 shillings, got it fixed.
The following year, Yusuf won a double crown and then a triple crown in the succeeding year.
A secondary student becoming a course champion, it was a big honor.
The history of tennis in those days is governed very much by the Europeans.
I remember him from about the mid-50s, and that also at what was then the Nursery Sports Club. He was one of the leading sportsmen there.
He was interested in driving that ball.
And whenever Yusuf would not score runs, his father would have a word to say to him.
The most that has been talked about is against the MCC, when Mike Watkins came in, 1957-58, around that time, and he played glorious cricket against them and was immediately offered county cricket.
Yusuf Bhai was born in a wrong country.
In spite of being married to a famous sportsman, Nurgis Karim never got a chance to watch from the stands when her husband played tennis.
Nah, not allowed. हमारा लगाओ ladies ना जाए जुआ, खबर है?
Yusuf played tennis at a time when Asian players encountered signs like this. Ironically, he had defeated the top European players of the day and was well respected.
He partnered Jane Davis, who was one of the top players in those days, and they were paired as mixed doubles partners. And in the men's doubles was Nalin Shareta, who was his very good old friend, and of course the singles. So they did very well in the mixed doubles, having finished as bronze medals.
In 1977, Yusuf Karim played his 25th final of the Mombasa Residents Tournament against his eldest son, Arif.
Just imagine, right, at 43 you are still able to carry what you were doing in your 16 and 23 and all that.
I remember my first tournament was in 1977, August. It was in Nairobi Club. I had never even seen a Maram court. I was just under 14 in the Kenya Open semi-finals. And Kush and myself met for the first time.
His biggest asset was his mind.
Asif won the Mombasa Residents Championship when he was just 16, matching his father's record at the same age.
Asif, his game was centered around his ability to manipulate the ball as a craft.
Just like his father, Asif was also beginning to excel at cricket. Asif was then selected for the Kenya cricket team.
I was so impressed with this boy. His flight, at such a young age.
Asif was selected, and I took the opportunity of phoning his father and telling him that Asif has been selected.
Asif played with the Kenya team in the 1986 ICC Associates Tournament, where Tom Tikolo became the first player of African origin to lead the national cricket team.
Oh, they've asked the question. Everyone's holding that up and they cannot believe it. Well, I'd like to see that replay.
Well, the Kenyans definitely thought they'd got Sachin Tendulkar here. Must have just come off the pad, but definitely the decision going in favor of the batsman.
He was out. He put in a edge at 99, caught by Hitesh Modi's short leg. He was out.
And that's it. Inside edge onto the stumps. Cameron Coffey goes. That's the end. The Kenyans are elated.
Well, it's like, the national football team, the Harambee Stars, beating Brazil at a World Cup tournament.
Then it's spinning away. That's got to be out close. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Well bowled. Quicker delivery after having spun a couple. Fizzed in the quicker ball. Caught the skipper by surprise.
So on the fifth ball, I said, let me try the arm ball. And I come in and deceived him with an arm ball, and then the rest was history. I mean, you get a player that has been dominating cricket for a lot of years, and really it was a pleasure to get Ricky Ponting.
Asif added further credentials by qualifying as an arbitrator and also continued to be a vocal advocate of the government's role in sports.
You look at the way the ministry is at the moment. You have a ministry of youth and culture and blah, 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 and then at the end comes a small word called sports. How can a beautiful country like Kenya, that has produced world stars over the years from athletics to football to cricket to tennis, cannot have a ministry of sports on its own? There is something seriously wrong. And it's high time now, with the new dispensation hopefully coming in 2013, that the government then must ensure that we have a ministry of sports on its own with a huge budget.
Growing up, their sons and daughters all represented Brabourne in various sports. Irfan already had his sights set on the Kenyan team.
I remember as a kid I would play him on the garden where we were staying in Westlands, and then take him to the club and bowl to him and all that, and you could see that the guy had the knack.
And I always remember my games at Brabourne because we were so competitive and we enjoyed all of them.
I saw his son play, and I called Asif straight away. I said, Asif, you've given birth to a lion cub.
While still in school, Irfan was playing cricket for the Kenya team.
It was my debut against Andhra Pradesh when Kenya took them on in a 3-day game. But then as the day went on, I found myself staying at the crease, getting runs easily.
Any batsman who can pick the fielders, can pick quick wickets, and he hits the ball hard, I think is the future of this country.
These are the innings you remember, and it's a grand final. Oh, and he gets 4 runs to finish the game, and that's that.
Cosmic is Irfan Karim. If Irfan Karim can come up and get the Man of the Man trophy, and to give it to him, it's Tom Tikolo, Chairman, NPCA.
Trying to look now not on an individual basis, but more on a Kenya team basis, to try and work well with the team, and hopefully we can start winning more matches and hopefully qualify for the 2015 World Cup in Australia.
Yusuf Karim's achievements are immortalized by this road named after him in Mombasa. As the achievements of his family spread across the sporting world, who knows how they will be remembered in the years to come.